Jason Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We have a lot to talk about over the next 3 hours. Another beautiful day here in East Tennessee. We invite you to join us by calling or texting the show at 865-656-9900. Happy National Signing Day. Doesn't have exactly the same feel as years past. Way back in your day, Jason Swain, was a different time in the signing day world. It was in February back at that time. This is obviously December, the first Wednesday in December, but also minds are all over the place with the playoff ranking and coaching moves and what will happen with the transfer portal. And the National Signing Day is thrown in. We will cover some of what's happening with Signing Day. We will hear from Josh Heupel, Tennessee's head coach, at 1:30. He will hold a press conference to talk about today and probably be some other questions as well. We'll talk Tennessee basketball. Could have gone better last night against Syracuse. And, again, we want to talk to you. 865-656-9900. I think I need to make sure I have enough breath for this introduction. I'm sitting next to Jason Swain, a VFL, a former Tennessee wide receiver, a former number 21 overall recruit in the 2003 class. Don't forget, ranked in the top 200 as a basketball prospect at one point. He is a fan of the NFC first place Chicago Bears and an analyst on the 7th overall ranked college broadcast team in the country.
Pretty good, man.
That's pretty good.
Well, I was wondering why it wasn't top 5. Was my first reaction, but that's
good. You want to strive to be better. But if the college sports broadcasting world were a playoff, you would be hosting in the first round. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good as a year one.
Now that you put it that way,
with Mike Keith, Ramon Foster, Brent Hubbs, Jason Swain, Larry Stone. Awful Announcing did a ranking of all college broadcast teams, and the Vol Network team in their first year together ranked number 7 in the country. Not too bad.
It's a pretty good start point. It's kind of weird, though, that the website is called Awful Announcing by giving announcers credit for not being awful.
Yeah, it's somewhat of an ironic website title.
Yeah.
Because they cover the good and the bad, but it's fun to talk Awful Announcing. It also plays really well. So
no, it does.
Kudos to you guys. I do think it's been a great year. You're number 1 for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Very, very proud of what we have been able to do. Obviously, it's our first time working together and should only get better. Looking forward to the work that will be put in to make sure that we are better. And that's the goal, is to be the best that you can be. And your goals, individual goals, should be higher and more crazy and out of this world than anyone else's goal set for you. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, man, of trying to make this thing even better.
Where to begin?
Well, I asked you, Josh. I texted you. I think it was last night, maybe this morning. I said, will Tennessee Athletics ever win again? Because, man, been on a little drought lately.
Yeah, a little bit of a drought.
I mean, I had my hopes all up last night. I just knew we was going to win against a team that's the third worst free throw shooting team in the country. And I saw them play a couple days ago, and I was like, we're a better team than them. I still feel like we are a better team than them. But they were better because our top players didn't play like our top players. And, like, I can laugh about it because it's December the 3rd, okay?
Right.
Like, it's not February where you want to be playing your best basketball. And, like, a lot of these dudes are playing together for the first time. And so I can laugh about it now. But the photo that Vol Basketball tweeted out yesterday, and it showed the players getting off the bus.
Nate.
And they did a close-up of my man Nate Ament. And he looked miserable.
He did.
He looked so cold. He looked like, man, I ain't used to this type of cold. That's like what Ron Slay was saying yesterday. There's a South cold, and then there's New York, Boston cold. And our guy Slay was up at the mothership there in Bristol, Connecticut, doing this thing at ESPN, making us Tennessee fans super proud. But the photo of Nate Ament getting off that bus. Oh, man, he looked miserable. And he played like he never thought out. He played like he was cold, like he still was miserable. And he's just really been unable to finish around the basket. He's gained weight, but he's still slender. He's still not as strong as maybe he needs to be able to finish around the basket. Jalen Carey, though, what a performance he had. But that performance was wasted because Tennessee lost the game. I won't say it was wasted because I think this is something you can build on and get better from, knowing that you have Carey who can throw the ball into the post and just he can go get you a bucket.
Yeah.
Like that's valuable. That's something that you can take from this loss and carry it forward and win games. But I mean,
for the game itself, it was wasted. If I knew going in, Tennessee is going to get 22 points and 9 rebounds in 23 minutes from Jalen Carey, then my guess is that Tennessee probably wins running away with it. But also, whenever Tennessee has a game where Nate Ament and Jacoby Gillespie combine for 21 points, they're going to have a tough time winning basketball games because that's going to require more than Jalen Carey stepping up and doing a lot on the offensive end. You mentioned free throw shooting. Syracuse was once again bad at the free throw line. Somehow Tennessee was worse than Syracuse at the free throw line.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
We deserve to lose.
Yes.
If you can't shoot better free throws than Syracuse, the third worst shooting free throw team in the country, and their big man, I don't know what that is that he is shooting. I don't know who taught him how to shoot free throws, but he needs to pull up to that person's house.
Yeah.
And the moment they open the door from him ringing the doorbell, he should slap him.
Yeah.
Like, that is the worst free throw form I've seen in a long time. But he made the free throw to go at one point and beat us.
Yep.
You know? And so it was just a crappy way to lose that game. And I appreciate Rick Barnes because he was candid, like he always is. And he simply says, we don't do what we practice. And that's what bothers me. And we're going to get a straight shooting Rick Barnes about what happens inside of his program and what happens with the basketball team when they play on the hardwood, win or lose. And he gave it to us straight, man, no chaser. And they got to play better. They have to be able to translate their play from practice or take their play from practice and carry it over to the games. It's one thing to practice well, but the next step is to do in the games what you do in practice. Practice is important, but the games are more important, and you got to be able to translate that over.
Yeah, Rick talked about the pressure that Nate Ament is putting on himself, stressed it, mentioned it multiple times, and as the season goes along, my guess is that he's going to break through from that.
He will.
But he obviously has to play at a higher level. He needs to shoot better, needs to play better. Everybody knows that. The coaching staff, his teammates, and obviously Nate himself.
Yeah.
That hitch in Kyle's shot, though, you're right. The fact that he had the essentially the point that won it, they end up winning by 2 because Tennessee fouls again. But that put them up when Tennessee had to get a basket to try to win it.
It's not fair.
On the television broadcast, Dennis Scott, I think he was trying to figure out what to say because Dennis was a shooter.
Deep three and shoot.
That's right. And at one point he's like, we gotta get him in the lab and we gotta work on that.
Yeah, man, that thing was.
I've never seen that before.
Thing is ugly.
I've never seen that before.
That thing is ugly, but
he hit one that mattered at the end, and Tennessee was not able to come through. So Syracuse won last night, 62-60. That's consecutive losses for Tennessee. And again, long way to go. You're right about all of that. They do have to turn around and play another quality team this weekend, so Tennessee will have to be better against Illinois in Nashville on Saturday.
A better team than they lost to.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, all the feelings of beating Houston should be gone from that locker room because no one cares.
Yeah.
Kansas didn't care, and Syracuse didn't care. You beat a better team than the 2 teams you lost to. That's just weird, but that's a good lesson for the season. That's why I'm not upset.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt game, I was upset. I'm still upset about the Vanderbilt game. I'm not upset about this. This is a long season. These are lessons that you learn now that's going to help you later in the season.
this is a small thing, and maybe I missed something about it, but can you explain why Tennessee wore black and not orange? Syracuse was wearing white uniforms. Tennessee's the big orange. They're playing against a team whose name is the orange. Why not wear orange uniforms? Am I missing something?
I don't know. Honestly,
I don't care passionately about it. I was just confused.
I mean,
You get this national ACC SEC challenge, ESPN2 with the coverage. Wouldn't it make sense to wear orange?
Yeah, I mean,
Playing a team whose name is the orange, they're in white.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I missing something?
I kind of liked it, Josh.
No, I'm not down on the uniforms. I'm saying the timing is confusing.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I understand. Your chance to make a stand. You're the big orange. They're the orange. You know, how about you wear your dominant orange color against their jersey that's white?
Right.
But I'm
If
good
they're
either
going to
way.
play like that, then
Well, I'm good either way. But yeah, I mean, the black jerseys are you're supposed to wear those when you come out and play the way you're supposed to play. So the last 2 times we wore black jersey in football and basketball, it resulted in the L, which is why I asked you, is Tennessee Athletics ever going to win a game again, man?
yeah. Again, it's not a big deal to me. I was just confused at the start of the game, but it's confusing time. Confusing time.
I mean,
Syracuse, by the way, they have a highly rated wide receiver from Miami Northwestern who, at his press conference today on National Signing Day, stood up, gave a short little speech to announce he will not sign at the signing day ceremony.
Son, you wasted everybody's time today. I wish you would sit down and hush. Don't waste our time. Don't be putting us all together, getting us come together if you don't know where you're going.
We don't need a speech. Why are you at the podium?
Just tell us you ain't ready yet.
Just
reschedule.
Put out a statement. We'll not be signing today.
Just
at
reschedule.
the ceremony. Yeah, we don't need a speech.
And you know how, like, the older you are, the thing you hate the most is when people waste your time. Because you ain't got the same amount of time as young folks.
That's right.
So think about all the old people that was up in that building today. Ooh, they was pissed. oh man, Josh, they was mad. They was mad. This dude wasted our time for this. He had us taking off work. I got bills due. I took off work and he ain't tell us where he wanted to go. Man, those folks were upset. Those folks was upset, Josh. I know I would be.
Oh, man. What a time it is. It is signing day. We'll hear from Josh Heupel in hour number 2. His press conference is scheduled at 1:30. Austin Price will join us in the 2 o'clock hour. We'll talk to him at about 2:30, as we do each week, thanks to Colossal Productions. We'll talk signing day, recruiting, transfer portal next month. Penn State's looking for a coach.
I'll coach Penn State, gal.
I feel like Penn State's search is crumbling.
It is definitely doing that, man.
All right, we'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900 if you would like to be part of the show. Thank you for being with us. Every day we're presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
Get breaking fall news on your text. To sign up, text VOLS to 865-656-9900 right now.
In Clinton to serve you if you're looking for an SUV, a sedan for you and your family, maybe a pickup truck if you're looking to pull a boat or a trailer. Freedom Motors, they have cargo vans, service trucks, and they service small and large businesses. They also specialize with their programs for first-time buyers. They help also second chance financing buyers as well. They offer financing for all types of credit by using local credit unions and national banks. You can see their selection and get the process started by simply going to the website, freedommotors.tn.com. You can give them a call, 865-269-4090. The website again, freedommotors.tn.com. That's Freedom Motors. Keep freedom rolling.
This has been a paid announcement.
Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning is bringing the gift of clean this season with their holiday sale. Schedule today to get $40 per room cleanings. Plus, when you schedule 3 rooms or more, you can add a staircase cleaning for just $1. Using their non-toxic ZR water, Zero Res cleans better than soaps and leaves zero residue behind. Hurry! Appointments are filling fast, so mention me, Tyler Ivins from the Sports Animal, to get $40 per room cleanings. You can schedule online, ZeroResKnoxville.com.
It's Second Harvest annual Double Your Donation event. Through sudden hardships and times of uncertainty, Second Harvest is here, providing meals where they're needed most. And right now, thanks to a few generous donors, your gift will be matched, making twice the impact. Please give, because it's more than a meal, it's hope.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Men's Pro Knoxville.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have ED and performance issues, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Men's Pro Knoxville and turn your tomorrows into
Today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 865-544-8220 or book now in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, for every man in every season of life.
Get your unique Christmas gifts this year at Nothing Too Fancy. Discover Knoxville's softest, locally designed and printed t-shirts and sweatshirts, hats, headwear, handcrafted jewelry, and stocking stuffers. Visit Nothing Too Fancy in downtown Knoxville or online at nothingtoofancy.com.
Let's go! Join 99.1 The Sports Animal this Sunday morning at 10 for the NFL Report. John Wilkerson and a rotating group of the Sports Animal staff discuss the games, players, trades, and injuries that make the NFL the most popular pro sport in the country. For well over 20 years, the NFL Report is the place to start your pro football Sunday. This week, join the NFL Report live at Harrison's, 110 Hillville Road in Clinton.
Stop buying bottled water. Get safer, healthier drinking water for around $1 per day. Call Aqua Clear Water Systems.
Aqua Clear will change your water. It will change your life.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. Did you check out the college football playoff ranking show last night, Swain?
Why would I do that?
Your answer is the only reason I asked the question.
To see where Vanderbilt finished?
Well, it looks like they're out, by the way.
They got.
I mean, you never know with the committee, and Hunter Yurachek.
They got hosed, man.
Leaves me wondering what goes on there. But
well, I mean, I don't even know why he's still AD. I don't know what Arkansas is doing. I mean, this same guy who's boxed many coaching searches. I don't know what he's doing.
Says a bunch of dumb stuff publicly. But
no one hates on their own players when it comes to NIL more than Hunter Yurachek.
Yeah, he's the Arkansas AD. But Vanderbilt is 14th in the playoff ranking, and currently they only invite 12 teams to the playoff. Vanderbilt is directly behind Miami and Texas. Texas does have the head-to-head win against Vanderbilt. Texas is 9-3, Vandy's 10-2.
Dang, Vandy.
So I don't know how they're getting in. It would appear
they're not. They're not.
It would appear they're not.
Can we look at? I'll just say it. We don't have to look at it. Vanderbilt has better wins this year than what we had last year, and we got to the playoff, and they didn't get to the playoff this year.
Yeah, and in this year's format, if this year's format had been used last year, Tennessee was so in that it would have been hosting.
Oh, man. Hey, Vanderbilt, your best season ever, and you still don't get into the playoffs. They doing Vandy dirty, man.
You feel for them?
Nah, it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard your Vandy fans VU in the stadium after the game. No. I don't feel bad for them at all. I mean, it's messed up.
Were you insulted that Vandy was hurt by beating Tennessee so bad that it knocked Tennessee out of the top 25, which hurt Vandy's resume? That's what was said last night.
By
Mr. Huracek.
Exactly.
865-656-9900. It is quite a time in college football. We'll talk college football, college hoops this afternoon, and we'll talk to you. We say hello to Michael on Josh and Swain. Hey, Michael, good afternoon. Thanks for calling in. What's on your mind today?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I want to take issue with something that Ivan said yesterday about Lane Kiffin. It's convenient to take shots at somebody's struggles and their addiction. He keeps saying a sober Lane Kiffin. I just don't really think that's appropriate.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not trying to be mean here. Ivan's show is from 3 to 7. So
I understand.
I think it would be fair if you had an exception with him. I would call him,
but you can't. You can't. They don't take calls, right?
Okay.
So just making the point. And
I get it.
All right. But I appreciate it. And you're right. And one more thing I'd like to say is, I think that all this talk about how that Lane Kiffin's not going to win a title at LSU and that Vanderbilt, this is their one-hit wonder. They just signed the number one quarterback in the nation that flipped from Georgia, Jared Curtis. So to say that Vanderbilt is going to go back to being the Vandy of old, I think that's just not. Even though we all want to say that, I'm a Georgia fan, and I live in Tennessee, and we sleep better at night thinking, Vanderbilt's going to go back to being Vanderbilt. They're not.
They're not.
That program has turned around. Are they going to be a juggernaut? No, but I think they're going to be a better Kentucky every year. They're not the doormats anymore. And number one recruit. When's the last time they got a number one recruit in anything? So
I agree with you.
And then the last thing. One more thing. The last thing I would say is we're just so quick to tell everybody else about what their program's going to do. If Will is so quick to say that LSU's never going to win a national title with the dirtbag Kiffin, what's Tennessee doing with Heupel? Great offense, average defense. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Hey, the call is not wrong, okay? I just prefer you hit them up and tell them instead of calling them out on our show. But the caller is not wrong. Vanderbilt's not going back to what they were before. Because do we really we must not remember how bad they were. How many times Tennessee can sleepwalk in the first quarter and still beat them by multiple scores. How embarrassing they were. They don't even have fans of their own school dominate home games. That's how embarrassing they were. Clark Lee ain't going back. They're pumping money into that program. They're getting transfers. They have a system in place, Martin Simmons and company. Like, you got to give them credit and understand they're not going to go back to where they were, but I don't think they're going to be a juggernaut. They're not going to be a serious contender like they were this year every year. I agree with that call 100%.
Yeah, but as long as Clark Lee is staying there as the head coach and he just signed that extension last week, take Vanderbilt seriously.
You got to take them seriously.
I can't watch what happened on Saturday and say, dismiss Vanderbilt.
No. They're not going back. They probably won't be as good as they were this year because they're going to lose Diego Pavia, and the kid is special. You don't have to like him. He's annoying, but he's special, and he has impacted that program. So anytime you lose a special player like that, you're going to take a step backwards. That's just how it is. So they're going to take a step backwards. Jared Curtis is a very talented player, but he's going to be a true freshman next year. And so there's going to be there's going to be some growing pains, and you hope that the defense and the supporting cast helps him, but there's going to be a step back at quarterback, period, point blank. He's not going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist, okay? But they're not going to go back to what they were before Clark Lee. And then Lane may be a dirtbag. Lane is a hell of a coach. We got to be able to separate truth from your feelings. You don't have to like Lane. Yeah, Juice Kiffin was fake. Yeah, he lied about conversations he had with his team. Yeah, he ain't a good dude. He's a great football coach, okay? And Florida wanted him for a reason. LSU wanted him for a reason. Ole Miss took him when he was rehabbing his image from FAU, knew what he was, knew all the stuff that he did at Ole Miss the same way we knew all the secret stuff he did here in Knoxville. There's stories about Lane's behavior here. He did the same stuff at Ole Miss probably, and they still wanted him back. Why? Because he's a great football coach, and he did something that no other coach in Ole Miss history has done. Okay? So we can separate our feelings from the facts, and the facts, Lane Kiffin is a heck of a football coach, and 99% of every fan base in America will want Lane Kiffin because of those results.
By the way, what's the deal with Juice Kiffin, the dog? What's going on there?
He's abandoned, man. He's an abandoned dog. I guess they just made him up to rehab.
I mean, he's a real dog, but
is it his?
The relationship with Lane,
not his dog.
The internet talk is that was fabricated.
I didn't see a dog on the plane. It wasn't like Kirk Herbstreit taking his dog everywhere.
Well, I was about to point out, I know Kirk was really defending Lane this past week. If the Juice Kiffin allegations are true and that dog did not belong to Lane and the relationship was fabricated, I can't imagine that Kirk is going to continue to back Lane.
Kirk's serious about that dog now.
Serious.
I saw the dog here. What game was that? Was that Oklahoma? I think that was Oklahoma game. Yeah, I saw the dog here. What's the dog's name? Harold, Ben, Tom, some normal human name. I forgot the dog's name.
I've also forgotten.
But anyways, Kurt is serious about that dog. Very serious. Tyler and Will, you better get your stuff together because my man ain't playing. He called in our show to call y'all out. Y'all better take his call.
Okay, so Ben is the dog that passed. Peter is the current dog.
Peter, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought the dog was like Josh or Tom or something. I ain't know. Whatever.
You think Josh is just any old name?
I mean, apparently everybody got it.
Winners.
I don't know.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Most of the time. I'm not even talking about Heupel.
Sure.
Heupel is a winner.
Yeah.
He
won a national championship.
He just had a bad season
yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Elander. He's a winner. He's a winner. I mean,
Dobbs.
He's a winner.
Richardson.
He's a winner. You want to go through all the Joshes?
We don't have to go through all.
We can. We got time today.
Ward. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. He's Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward. We invite you to be part of the show by calling or texting in today. It's National Signing Day. We'll talk more Tennessee basketball. Text coming in on the game last night as the Volunteers have to turn around and get ready for a good Illinois team in Nashville on Saturday. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show on Josh and Swain.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Ohio State and Indiana remain in the top two spots in this week's updated college football playoff rankings. Georgia's at number 3, Texas Tech at 4, Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Alabama, and Notre Dame round out the top 10. BYU, despite being 11-1, sits at number 11. Miami at number 12 is the highest-ranked ACC school. However, the Hurricanes are not playing in the ACC title game this weekend. That will be between number 17 Virginia and unranked Duke. The highest-ranked Group of 5 school, number 20 Tulane, with a 10-2 record. Ranked college hoops tonight at 7:15. 6th-ranked Louisville is at number 25 Arkansas. 12th-ranked Alabama welcomes Clemson. At 9:15, 17th-ranked Vanderbilt takes on undefeated SMU. And number 20 Auburn welcomes NC State. NBA tonight at 7. Pacers host the Nuggets. Spurs visit the Magic. 7:30 Hawks host the Clippers. Hornets visit the Knicks. 8 o'clock Rockets host the Kings. Pistons visit the Bucks. And the Heat take on the Mavericks at 8:30. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Happy you'll be or the service is free. That is the 100% satisfaction guarantee that Hiller Plumbing, Cooling, and Electrical stands by. They've been in business for over 35 years, family owned and operated, and their techs are professional, experienced, trustworthy, all background and joy screen. When you call Hiller, the experts are going to solve your problems quickly. The price that you are told is the price that you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises, when you get your bill. When you call sometimes companies looking for assistance with electrical, HVAC, or plumbing emergencies, most of the time you don't know what it's going to cost or if it's going to be fixed the right way. That is not the case with Hiller. You can book online at their website. It's really easy, really convenient. Do that. HappyHiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Hey, it's Heather Harrington. The entertaining season is upon us, and if your kitchen is not giving hostess with the mostest vibes, then it's time to call in the team from Kitchen Sales. Put a kitchen remodel at the top of your Santa wish list. Invest in making the kitchen the happy place in your home with the experienced team at Kitchen Sales. They can do projects big and small, stock or custom. They have so much variety that you can pick the perfect cabinet upgrades for your space and your budget. You can also put everything for your new kitchen together in one spot. Cabinets, countertops, backsplashes, appliances, even line out your financing. Now, I've turned into a cooking and baking homebody over the years, and our 11 by 4 foot island the Kitchen Sales team installed is perfect for all the things and all the entertaining I want to do. You can visit one of their 2 showrooms either on Hoyt Avenue near downtown Knoxville, or you can go out west in the Town and Country Circle Shopping Center. Plus, you can browse online at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Kicks SL 492 155, Versa SL 85 490. Save thousands off MSRP. EN 405 331. All offers with approved credit cannot combine offers. Number 1 dealer based on November 2025 Nissan RDR.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, Tennessee, Scott Gropp for your #1 volume Nissan dealer in East Tennessee, Oak Ridge Nissan. And I've got a sack full of goodies for our 2025 Nissan model year-end clearance event. And Santa's dropped off even more. Get into a Nissan Versa for $17,995 or a Nissan Kick starting at $19,995. Well, how about 0% financing for 60 full months? Whoa, Santa's been busy. And don't forget, at Oak Ridge Nissan, if you got a trade, you got it made. Get up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. How's that for a stocking stuffer? Yes, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, so make that 10-minute sleigh ride and save thousands of dollars during Oak Ridge Nissan's 2025 model year-end clearance event, and that's why
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. This is Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. You've heard me all year talk about fire opals, colored gems, and those new laboratory-created diamonds. Well, now it's time to come see. Unique jewelry, timeless designs, smartly crafted, and at a great value. Jewelry you just won't see anywhere else. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road in the heart of Farragut. We want to be your jeweler.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Well, sunshine will eventually break through the cloud cover, making way to a beautiful finish to our Wednesday with temperatures still on the chilly side, topping out in the mid to upper 40s. Enjoy the quiet weather because heading into the later part of this week, we are looking ahead to that next chance for rain headed our way. In the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Sydney Sullivan.
Hi, this is Tom and Michelle Clark from Coverall. We would like to thank our amazing franchise business owners and our loyal customers that we call friends and our incredible team for making Coverall of Eastern Tennessee the success it has become in this great southern market.
We couldn't have done it without your support. Thanks, y'all, and happy holidays to you and yours.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core. Honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
says Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. 4-star linebacker Terry Wiggins has flipped his commitment from Penn State to Virginia Tech. It's signing day. Penn State does not have a football coach. Penn State reportedly made a run at BYU's coach.
Sorry, man.
Fell through. Penn State could be just fine. We'll see who they hire. They're not going to hire Brian Hartline. The well-thought-of offense coordinator at Ohio State is headed to USF to replace Alex Golish. They're not going to hire Will Stein. The offense coordinator from Oregon is headed to Kentucky. The other big programs have made hires. So, again, maybe this all works out fine for Penn State, but I don't think Penn State fans are feeling very good about where things are, considering they fired James Franklin a couple of months ago. And here we are on signing day, 5 days after the end of the regular season, and they don't have a head coach, and we don't know where it's going to go. So, good luck to the Nittany Lions.
What did you think was going to happen, Penn State? You fired a coach that went to the semifinals of the college football playoff in the middle of the season. You thought somebody was going to say, "Oh, man, they sure treated that coach like crap, but they're going to treat me different. They'll treat me better." No. Who wants to sign up for those crazy expectations? Semifinals of the college football playoff is not good enough? Who wants to sign up for that? No, thank you. Even Brian Hartline was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'd rather go to South Florida." The BYU coach stayed at BYU. Then going to Penn State, a program that has one of the best college football atmospheres in the game. Over 100,000 fans. And they can't find anybody who wants to coach them. In the Big Ten.
Yep.
They're printing money.
So if you look at the recruiting rankings from On3, currently, Swain, Penn State doesn't, I guess, qualify for rankings. They're down to 2 players. I don't know if either player has actually signed. They have 2 players currently listed as commitments. One is from the state of Pennsylvania, another from Maryland.
Josh.
But, they essentially don't have a class
Josh.
today. Yes.
This is just how my brain works. I apologize in advance.
Huh.
Those 2 players got to be sorry. If you are committed to a program that can't even find a coach, there's no way you're a good player. There's no way you're a stud. There's no possible way.
So one of them is Jackson Ford. He is a top 250 player. He's an edge player from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Here's my guess. They're selling him on 2 things. 1, stay in state, be a Penn State legend. Number 2, here's a ton of money.
Okay, I believe it.
If they offer him a huge cash deal to go ahead and sign, you can wait to find out who the coach is going to be, and if you don't like him, you can transfer in a year anyway.
Yeah, good point.
So that would be it. But
he might be all right.
I'm not aware that he's actually signed yet. So they currently don't have a class. They don't rank. Monmouth ranks. Colgate's ranked 163rd. Penn State is
Colgate
in the
got a football team? I did not know that.
Yeah. Watch him play. You'll smile. Ray, you're on Josh and Swain. Hey, Ray, thanks for calling in. Good afternoon. What's on your mind?
No, unnecessary, Josh.
Oh, the dad joke guy in me loves the smile joke.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, question, and I did not watch the whole show last night, the ranking show. I flipped over to watch Tennessee play basketball, which we can discuss that later, whether that was a mistake or not. But
we don't have to.
Did anybody address that where Duke was below the top 25? I mean, if Duke is number 26 and they beat Virginia, does that push them past James Madison?
So James Madison is number 25, and if you look at other rankings like the AP, I mean, Duke is, I don't know that they're even getting any votes. So, yeah, it's an interesting question on the ACC title game coming up and what will happen with Duke. I'm not exactly sure. I'll see if I can go through comments that Hunter Yurachek made regarding Duke, but the ACC is in a weird spot because Miami is ranked 12th and is the best team, I think, in the ACC, but is not playing for an ACC title.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy my Red Raiders have got a bye right now, so hopefully they end up in Arlington again. So.
Hey, man, tell your Red Raiders, let us borrow $20. I know y'all
sorry?
Tell your Red Raiders, Texas Tech, to let us borrow about $20. Y'all got all the money down there in Lubbock. Y'all spending it on really good players. You're winning. Let us borrow some money. Tell your team that.
Hey, I'm going to bet you that Haslam is worth as much money as Cody Campbell is.
Good point.
So somebody needs to step up.
Good point, my man. Good point, man. Thanks for the call,
All
buddy.
Right. Y'all have a great day. Merry Christmas.
All right, you too.
Thank you. You too.
But that's Haslam's money. Haslam, he old money. He's been doing this a long time. He's given money to Tennessee for a long time, and bad coaching searches and bad hires. I don't think Haslam wants to give his money away like the Texas Tech guy. He's younger. He just sold his company, made billions of dollars. Like he okay with blowing a couple million here and there. I don't think Haslam is at that point right now in his life.
Yeah, yesterday you were trying to get the Dells to switch over and start supporting Tennessee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That being Michael Dell.
Yeah.
Of Dell Computers.
Yeah, but he lives in Austin, went to Texas, so maybe that explains what they've been doing. But I don't even know how active he is with Texas athletics.
You should do some kind of NIL bet with him next year when Texas comes to town.
No, why would I do that?
Shane asks, is Penn State the new Tennessee?
Absolutely not. You better hush your mouth.
Meaning, you remember what was going on before the current regime? Remember there were some obstacles in hiring processes?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other stuff, Penn State. Don't ever, and I mean ever, compare us to Penn State.
Hey, Brady asked in the text box, it is signing day. He said, I'm worried we're not going to end up with Celesi Moa. Do you all have any word? Well, it doesn't look like he's signing today, and yeah, there has been some buzz in the last 24 hours. He did visit Michigan this past weekend, but some buzz that Utah is making a last-ditch effort to get him to stay. Celesi Moa is a talented athlete, committed to Tennessee, legacy to Utah, lives there in the state. We'll continue the conversation. 865-656-9900. But yeah, that's one of the big questions. What will Celesi Moa do over the next few days if he does not sign today? 865-656-9900. We'll hear from Josh Heupel in 45 minutes. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock. We are presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
Be here this afternoon at 5 for 30 uninterrupted minutes of Talkin' Sports. Breaking only to give you 30-second traffic updates and then straight back to sports. No Huddle, powered by USS, proud ball sponsor and foundation expert United Structural Systems. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs.
They guarantee their best.
Call USS. No Huddle this afternoon at 5.
Caller 9 right now qualifies to win the Bud Light Nashville Getaway. You could win tickets to see Tennessee versus Kansas City in Nissan Stadium in the afternoon and Nashville against New York in Bridgestone Arena that night. Plus $1,000 in spending money. That's caller 9 to 865-656-WINS 656-9467.
TK Wheeler Jewelers is your bling headquarters for the holiday season. If you need something sparkly to wear to all of those holiday parties, or you want Santa to slip something sparkly into your stocking, then there is only one place to shop. That's South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. Inside TK Wheeler Jewelers, your eyes are gonna feast on over $2.5 million worth of jewels. The diamond tennis necklace in yellow gold is my current obsession. I can't stop thinking about it. They also have diamond necklaces, pendants, earrings, and studs, and hoops, and dangles. And of course, they got big old diamond rings for anyone that is thinking about popping that big question under the mistletoe. toe this year. Plus, they have yellow and white gold jewelry that never goes out of style. This year, I gave my son his first gold chain with a solid gold cross pendant on it, and he loves it. Now, my youngest son wants one, of course. So if you want your gift to shine brighter than all of those holiday lights this year, make sure you are shopping where I do. TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid advertisement.
This Friday morning at 9, go to 991thesportsanimal.com for a family 4-pack of tickets to Stumpy's Holiday Spectacular for half price. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices.
It's Smart Football Talk about your Volunteers. Coach to Coach with Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis. Catch it Thursday nights on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
At Enrichment Federal Credit Union, we believe loyalty should be rewarded. That's why every member gets an ownership rewards account. No sign-ups, no fine print, just real rewards for everyday banking. Use your debit or credit card for everyday purchase and watch the cashback rewards roll in. Each month, your cashback rewards are deposited into your ownership rewards account. And with a 5.12% APY, your money doesn't just sit, it grows. Enrichment Federal Credit Union, where loyalty pays and everyday spending earns.
Hey, Sissy, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff? A huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
The Knoxville Safe House, the largest stocking safe dealer in East Tennessee, has all your holiday needs covered. Now through December 31st, Browning Pro Steel safes have store discounts and rebates with the Browning Holiday Rebate Promotion on their home, gun, and commercial safes. The Knoxville Safe House offers delivery, installation, safe moving, and safe repair services for all safe brands. Let the Knoxville Safe House and the Browning Holiday Rebates help you with your holiday needs. Visit KnoxvilleSafeHouse.com or on Facebook. The Knoxville Safe House in Alcoa. Remember, you need a safe. You just don't know it.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Men's Pro Knoxville.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
Oh, no, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have ED and performance issues, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Men's Pro Knoxville and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 865-544-8220 or book now in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, for every man in every season of life.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with the BetMGM now. Play of the day in college basketball is Louisville, laying 2.5 points on the road at Arkansas. Both these teams love to play at a high tempo and score a lot of points, but Louisville does both of these at a much higher level. The Cardinals averaging 97 points per game. Plus, Louisville has already met the challenges of good competition this season with wins over Kentucky and Cincinnati. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetMGM app. Please gamble responsibly.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. 865-656-9900 is the number to be part of the show. We'll talk to Braden Gall in 10 minutes, and we'll talk some college football with him. David asked, how ticked off is Adidas with Penn State? Remember, Penn State is moving to Adidas.
Yeah, I would imagine they're not too happy about what's going on in Penn State.
So the Celessi Moa recruitment, what do you think there, Swain? He is a talented athlete, projected to play wide receiver.
I don't want to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Because you're not going to like it. And I don't want to disappoint you, Josh. I live to make you proud of me, Josh. I don't want to disappoint you. You're going to be disappointed. So I don't want to share it with you right now. Can I wait until after the first hour?
Well, we have Braden coming up at the start of the hour, and then Josh Heupel, 1:30.
Can I?
So time could be crunched. You got to try awfully hard to disappoint me, Jason Swain.
All right. Well, I guess I just to tell you what I think then. I think we need help at other positions. I would love to have a couple of safeties and corners who are 5 stars more than a wide receiver that's a 5-star. But I like 5-star wide receivers because I'm a receiver at heart. So, like, I'm conflicted because I'm looking at our group now. We have a nice young nucleus with some young players who played as a true freshman that are only going to get better. And then you're bringing in another group, Tristan Keys and Tyreek Key, who is a baller, who might be the best one out of the group. And we played 3 or 4 of them this year. So, like, when is Boa going to get on the field? So, like, I'm sorry. If he comes here, great. If he doesn't, I'm good. Like, either way, it doesn't really matter to me because we have a lot of really good players at wide receiver already, and some coming in. And you need more help on defense. You need more athletes in space on defense. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay.
They couldn't get Mo to play on defense, could they?
I mean, if he wants to play safety, then I would love for him to play safety. But if he doesn't, if he wants to just play receiver, then hey man,
then is he going to play? That is a question.
If you want to go to Michigan, if you want to go to Utah, I mean, I ain't gonna be mad. I really won't be. I want all good players. Don't get me wrong, but like, what's the point of stockpiling the receiver room when only 3 or 4 are playing during the game, and we can't tackle in space, and getting outran by Diego Pavia, who runs a 4.8.
So what you're saying is Tennessee's receiver position is too blessed for Celessi Moa to get you stressed.
That's exactly what I'm just trying to say. You just made it real simple for me.
We will talk about Tennessee's class as it continues to come together today in signing form. We'll hear from Josh Heupel at 1:30. We'll talk to Braden Gall when we come back to begin hour number 2 of Josh and Swain.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
This is the show where we bring you in-depth interviews with U.S. soccer stars. This time, Sam Coffey.
The World Cup is in 2 years. Is it time yet? Like, can we get back into camp?
Tim Ream.
We're going to continue to show other countries we're not going to be pushed around.
And Jedi Robinson.
Every time you come back and you put the jersey on, it means more and more each time.
So we'll be back here with all the best stories.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture. If you go to the website, AmishElegance.com, you can look online and get a feel for what they have for you, what they can build for you at Amish Elegance. Any type of furniture for any part of your home, if you need something for your office, if you need outdoor furniture, at Amish Elegance, located at 613 North Campbell Station Road, right off the interstate there in Farragut. Amish Elegance has a 4,200-foot showroom floor. You can walk in and see and feel the difference in the quality of furniture that Amish Elegance can provide for you. You can get custom-built furniture to fit exactly what you need, the type of wood, the exact dimensions, the exact color you're looking for. They can put those plans together for you and then hand those plans over to the Amish families they work with to build beautiful furniture. It's built to last. Everything is bench made. The furniture is handcrafted. It's unique to fit what you are looking for. Stop by 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you, or go online to AmishElegance.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Get the house ready for Santa and the Elves with up to 50% off in-stock floors at Fraser's. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Fraser's Carville 1. It's our annual celebration, and we're saying thank you with big savings on every piece of in-stock flooring. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, and ceramic, even area rugs. If it's in stock at Fraser's, it's marked down up to 50% off with no money down and free financing for an entire year, plus free in-home estimates and design consultations. There has never been a better time to celebrate your home with beautiful new floors. As the holidays get closer, make sure your home is ready for family, friends, and all the memories to come. That is what a celebration is all about. Call 546-4850 today. Don't miss the celebration savings. Up to 50% off ending Monday only at Fraser's. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Fraser's.
Kicks SL 492-155, Versa SL 85-4490, save thousands off MSRP, EN 405-331. All offers with approved credit cannot combine offers. Number one dealer based on November 2025 Nissan RDR.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, Tennessee, Scott Gropp for your number one volume Nissan dealer in East Tennessee, Oak Ridge Nissan. And I've got a sack full of goodies for our 2025 Nissan model year-end clearance event. And Santa's dropped off even more. Get into a Nissan Versa for $17,995 or a Nissan Kick starting at $19,995. Well, how about 0% financing for 60 full months? Woo, Santa's been busy. And don't forget, at Oak Ridge Nissan, if you got a trade, you got it made. Get up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. How's that for a stocking stuffer? Yes, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, so make that 10-minute sleigh ride and save thousands of dollars during Oak Ridge Nissan's 2025 model year-end clearance event, and that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Bob Kessling here, and so is Medicare annual enrollment. October 15th through December 7th. Now's the time to review your plan and make sure you're getting the benefits you deserve. Senior Financial Group's licensed local agents compare plans from top carriers, including options with dental, vision, prescriptions, and more at no cost to you. Don't wait. Call Senior Financial Group at 865-777-0153 or visit sfgmedicare.com today.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on 99.1thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. The Lane Kiffin saga just hit peak absurdity. Ole Miss blocks Kiffin from coaching in the playoff after he bolts for LSU, but somehow Charlie Weiss Jr., now on LSU's staff, is allowed back to call plays. It makes zero sense. Still, for once, the players actually catch a break. They keep their play caller and the system they've run all year. In a coaching circus like this, that's the only thing that isn't ridiculous. I'm Maggie Gray.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We begin hour number 2 of today's show. Every day we're presented by Junk Me Gone. We have 2 hours to go. Josh Heupel coming up in 30 minutes. He has a press conference for National Signing Day. We invite you to be a part of the show this afternoon at 865-656-9900. And joining the show now on the Stanley Fencing Gates hotline, we say hello to Braden Gall of 440 Sports. Braden, we have seen over the last several or however many years you want to add it up to, the change in college football. Things have definitely changed in the world of recruiting. Recruiting still matters, but the emphasis and the anticipation of signing day in early December has changed very much from where things used to be in February or even when they started with the early signing period.
Yeah, obviously. Good afternoon, boys.
Yeah.
I think what will be really interesting, and I'm sure somebody's got this out there somewhere. I'm sure some of the recruiting services probably have this, but I would love to see sort of when we get like 4 or 5 years into the playoff, if we've not had an adjustment to portal behavior and or signing day behavior and or changes to like any of the calendar stuff, if we are still, I'd love to look at playoff rosters in particular at the blue blood level, the top half, let's say, of the power conferences. I would love to see what the ratio of starters or two deep, let's say the top 44 of any given roster. I'd love to know what percentages are homegrown. Like, I still think if you look at Ohio State and you look at Georgia and to some degree lots of Bama, like there's still lots of portal players on there, but the vast, I'm willing to bet you that we're still looking at the blue bloods, and this is partly why Kiffin decided what he did, right? Like, you can still get more good talent onto the roster at LSU at the beginning of their careers than you can at Ole Miss. So I'd love it like 5, 6, 7 years from now to look at the 12-team playoff era and look at those teams and go, well, you know, the teams that make the playoff, you're still doing 62% of homegrown recruiting or 74% of homegrown recruiting. I'd love to know what the number is on the starting 22 and then on the two deep in about, 5, 6 years.
There's also just a lot going on in college football. You have coaching changes leading up to today. You have the playoff rankings. You have the transfer portal, which probably has more build-up to it because of the sudden change, to borrow an expression in the sport, that will occur. The playoff ranking update last night, what stood out to you? What did we learn heading into championship weekend with the playoff rankings?
I continue to tell people to ignore what the committee says and almost what they do until the end. I think this is the one that's the first one worth really paying attention to, that they believe that Alabama is better than Notre Dame and BYU and Miami. I don't think you can change the rankings. I mean, barring a 59-0 blowout for BYU or Alabama, I don't know how you change the rankings. Like right now, the committee is telling you they don't think BYU is good enough to get in because 11 is out right now. What they're telling you is that they think Bama is good enough to be in. And I don't know why either team gets penalized or benefits from having to play an extra game from being one of the two best teams in their conference. Like, also, excuse me, I mean, BYU having to play an extra game and Ole Miss not is just completely arbitrary based on geographic, arrangement 100 years ago. So, like, there's just so much that could go wrong, and I really think that they're going to do, because BYU's an underdog. I think most of us think Texas Tech will replicate what they did in their first meeting. Doesn't mean BYU couldn't play better. I don't know if Alabama replicates what they did in their first meeting with Georgia. I would still probably go back and pick Georgia now to win that game. Not that the games actually mean anything other than the automatic bid. And I don't know how you make huge changes. The last year they didn't make huge changes. SMU lost. They kept SMU in over a 3-loss Bama or other teams. I just don't think you can – I don't think it's right to make huge changes because BYU had to play Texas Tech twice and Miami wasn't good enough to get into their championship game, or Notre Dame doesn't have a championship game. It doesn't seem right. So if BYU loses, I think what they'll do is, what they want is they want BYU to win the automatic bid. They have to leave Texas Tech in because they belong in the tournament as the 4th best team in America after 12 games. And then they can leave Notre Dame and Miami out both, and they don't have to answer any questions about why they put Notre Dame in.
Is there a low-key hire that you really like so far during this cycle?
Interesting. I really like Pat Fitzgerald at Michigan State. I don't know if that's low key or not. Certainly James Franklin at Virginia Tech might be the best hire, but that's not low key. And I still think he comes with limitations. I mean, look, the John Summerall hire is really good. And, Florida fans are like, what? We're hiring a group of 5 coach from Louisiana? And it's like, don't be so reductive, Florida fans. I know it's easy for you guys down in Gainesville to be like that, but come on. LSU is obviously the biggest winner. It's not a surprise that the 2 biggest jobs in this search are the ones that hired the best coaches. I mean, that's how it kind of should be. I mean, Auburn, I think, I don't know what to make of Golish. I think he's a nice coach. He certainly has done an excellent job on offense through the years, and certainly he's done a good job rebuilding South Florida. Is he ready for the chaos and the drama of Auburn? The reason they went to their second or third choice to get Golish was because, they didn't get their guy and they could control him more. He was more malleable and they could dictate things to him more. Is that the guy you want to hire? I mean, that's also just Auburn being Auburn. And certainly if you're Ole Miss or if you're Arkansas, if you're a fan of those 2 teams, I don't know how to feel about you guys right now. I think those are coaching hires that I think we're looking back on and doing this all again in a couple of years. So, Will Stein's a nice hire. I think that's a sneaky good hire. It's the right time to go get an offensive guy from the state who sort of learned how to run rosters in the modern era under Dan Lanning. But it's hard. I mean, it's hard to not just say that John Summerall and Lane Kiffin are the best 2 hires. Again, I really like Pat Fitzgerald. I think he's going to do really good things at Michigan State. But I'm not. There's not a name yet that I'm just like Eric Morrison. I think is a really nice coach. But I don't know if is he a rock star at Oklahoma State? I don't know if that's an under the radar hire that I would rank to the point of your question.
And then Braden, coming out of Tennessee's loss to Vanderbilt, there are questions about what happened this season, what needs to happen for 2026 to be better, to be close to where things were this time a year ago. What do you take out of this past weekend, this regular season for Tennessee, now that it's concluded?
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Those questions, do you think they existed before Saturday afternoon? I think probably some of them to some degree did, right?
Some, I would say some, yes. I think the amount of people paying attention to them grew after Saturday, or the talk of it was amplified.
Okay, and I assume you're talking about the defense. I think it is fair, and I think this is just what you need to do as a coach in college football. Like every few years, you have to be taking a deep, hard look at all your strategies and philosophies, and kind of adapting and evolving and tweaking. I think that's the nature of life. So, do I think that the quarterback in Josh Heupel's offense needs to have more options when faced with 7 or 8 man pressures? There needs to be another layer inside the offense. Do I think that's the biggest problem in the program? Of course not. Do I think the secondary had issues because of injuries? Maybe. What's weird about the defense is that I had questions about the coaching staff in Josh Heupel's first season. I would say Banks has answered most of those questions up until this season. So are they all questions that have been there the entire time? Or did they win a bunch of games on defense and running game the last 2 years before this year? And so that's my issue. I think fans are upset right now, rightly so. Honestly, I don't I try to tell my Tennessee people, I was sitting at a large gathering of listeners yesterday morning, and I'm like, there's some Vandy fans there, some Tennessee fans there. And I'm like, guys, Vandy, I'm not trying to be rude, but that's the single greatest, most important win maybe in the history of your program. And I'm not trying to diminish it, but it should mean literally nothing to the volunteer program. It means absolutely nothing. At 9-3, 8-4, so all it changes what city in Florida you're going to for a mid-level bowl game. It doesn't define the season. It doesn't define the coaching staff. It doesn't define the program. It means almost nothing. And it's the most important thing that's ever happened to you. And that sounds insulting to Vanderbilt. It's not meant to be that way. It's just the facts of the Tennessee program. So what I don't want is for decisions to be made emotionally off of the heels of what feels like a really ugly afternoon. And so if it is, and fans are upset about it, and I totally understand, but if you want to make a change, make sure you're making that change because you have enough data over a long period of time to tell you that this isn't working anymore. And I'm not sitting here saying that that change doesn't need to happen or the other changes don't need to be happen or whatever. I'm just saying make sure it's with the proper scope of information and data and evidence and not just because you're in your feelings right now. And so I think that's kind of my takeaway from this weekend and the potential changes. I always think coaching staffs need to be constantly moving forward and constantly evolving, and philosophies and schemes and strategies and roster management and, you know, all this stuff. Like front office is now a big part of tennis of college football, and Tennessee could be looking at that. So there's a lot of things you can do to evolve the program and kind of move it forward to another year. I just want to make sure that is based on information, data that has been collected over time, not just an emotional response to one bad afternoon.
Brayden, what do you think is the biggest issue for Tennessee being able to move forward?
Well, I mean, look, I don't want to get into. I need more time to sort of dissect the front office of it all, because I think that could be part of this. But also, like, again, I think there needs to be, and I'm not maybe smart enough to sort of use the right like verbiage to discuss like where there needs to be more options for the quarterback when under pressure. Like it seems like there needs to be a middle ground somewhere inside of the offense. And it's hard to explain from a football standpoint. You might actually be better explaining this than I am. It feels like there needs to be one more like package or layer of stuff added to the offense. Now that is not the primary issue. The offense is in great shape. I'm not worried about it, but could it get better? Yes. They've recruited at such a high level and brought in such a high level of talent on the defensive front. I don't like the talent can't really be the issue there, which is why I understand people being frustrated with the defensive coaching staff right now. And certainly when people are upset and frustrated, you kind of have to, you need a scalp. You need, somebody's got to pay the piper or whatever cliche you want to use. And so I understand why that's the feeling right now. I don't have a problem with that, probably because I had those doubts at the beginning of the tenure. And honestly, I felt wrong for a couple of years there. Now it just feels like people are kind of coming around to that initial feeling. So I think it just needs to be subtle tweaks in kind of every way. Like, hey, let's keep getting better in the front office on how we manage the roster. Let's keep getting better by adding new layers and wrinkles to the offense. Hey, let's continue to evolve the coaching staff schematically on the defensive side. Maybe that means a change. Does that make sense? It's sort of just the program is in really good shape. And this is why I keep trying to step back and look at the big picture. Again, like thinking about Lane Kiffin this past week and all the stuff that went down from 2009 to 2020, like for this to be where this program is, concerns and complaining and upset and frustration and all stuff that I'm not saying is wrong, but to be 8-4 on the verge of 9-3 as a top 20 team, and to be like, God, come on, guys, what's wrong? Like that feels like such a far cry from where we were with like all the different coaching staffs that came before this. And so I do think again, I've said it all year, and I know it probably gets frustrating, but like I do think don't miss the forest through the trees on this. A lot of this should be stay the course. Most of it's working. What are the subtle tweaks we need to do to make it all better?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brayden, what is going on for people to check out right now at 440 Sports?
SEC Football Live, 10 a.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. We've already done our episode. We went in-depth into John Summerall, Alex Skolish, Ryan Silverfield, Will Stein, Pete Golding. My goodness, Pete Golding, what is going on there? Lane Kiffin, of course, and looked at the playoff rankings, delved into Texas and Vanderbilt and Alabama, et cetera, all the stuff that we've kind of mentioned here. So check out that. Lots of Titans coverage on a football show every Monday and Thursday with Paul Kaharski and Nick Suss of the Tennessean, and Predators coverage, the gold standard. We got Nashville SC coverage as they're into their offseason signing players. We got all kinds of stuff around news. We got a documentary about beer called Mashville with an M. So we got everything. Come check us out, 440 Sports on the YouTube page, podcast app of choice, and social media platform.
That is
of wherever you doom scroll.
That's right. 440 Sports. Brayden, we appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you again soon.
Great, man. Always a pleasure, guys. Appreciate it.
Brayden Gall joining us on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline. We will continue the conversation. You can be part of it at 865-656-9900. Josh Heupel in a little more than 10 minutes, about 1:30. He'll have his press conference, as there are still names that Tennessee is waiting on, some announcements to come. We'll cover that. We'll have Austin Price at 2:30 to talk recruiting as well. Thank you for being with us on Josh and Swain.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com. Elevate your products